guys, today we are going to review the movie National Treasure that came in 2004. Its director is John uh, Turtle. We talk about starring, then it's Nicolas Cage, Diane Kruger, Justin Bartha, Sean Bean. It's an adventurous mystery action movie, and if we talk about its runtime, then its runtime is 131 minutes. And we talk about horror version. National season 2000. National season 2004 is a fast-paced adventure film built around mystery and discovery. It combines treasure hunter excitement with light action and puzzle solving, creating an engaging, energetic, and entertaining experience. The movie prioritizes fun, momentum, and curiosity, and rather than realism, making it accessible to a wide audience. The film's tone is adventurous and optimistic, focused on the thrill of discovering hidden secrets rather than danger of darkness. And if we talk about story and narrative flow, the story flows a lifelong treasure hunter who believes a legendary hidden treasure exists, protected by the trail of historical clues. The narrative more quickly shifting from one location to another as each clue leads to the next. The plot is structured like a puzzle. Each discovery unlocks another piece of information, keeping the viewer engaged and curiosity. The film doesn't linger too long on any single movement, maintaining steady momentum throughout. And if we talk about character and performance, Benjamin Franklin Gates and Nicholas Cage. Nicholas, Nicholas Cage plays the lead with enthusiasm and charm. His character is inter- his character is intelligent, passionate, and driven by curiosity rather than greed. Kate's energetic performance keeps the story lively and helps sell the senses of wonder that drives the adventures. The character feels more like a modern explorer than a traditional action hero, relying on knowledge and persistence rather than brute strength. And if we talk about Abigail Chase, Diana Kruger brings intelligence and calm authority to be her role. Her character balances escapism with curiosity, grounding the story in logic. She serves as both a partner in discovery and a counterpoint to the protagonist's enthusiasm. Her presence adds balance to the group dynamic and helps move the narrative forward. If we talk about Relay Pule, Justin Bartha provides comic relief through quick dialogue and reactive humor. His character adds lightness without disrupting the pace of the story. Ridley's technical skills and personality help keep the film entertaining during slower moments. And if we talk about Ian, how Sean Bean plays the antagonist with uh, controlled intensity. His character is driven and ambitious, creating a clear contrast with the protagonist. More idealistic motivations, the rivalry adds tension and urgency without overpowering and the adventure aspect of the film. If we talk about direction and pacing, the direction keeps the film moving smoothly. Transition between locations are quick and efficient, maintaining a sense of momentum. Action scenes are straightforward and easy to follow, prioritizing clarity over chores. The pacing is consistent with the enough variation to prevent fatigue. The film balances dialogue, action, and discovery while ensuring consistent engagement. If we talk about visual style and atmosphere, the film present historical locations and artifacts with sense of scale and excitement. The visual tone is clean and polished, emphasizing exploration and discovery. The environment feels grand and cinematic, supporting the adventurous mood. The atmosphere remains light and exciting, avoiding darkness or excessive tension. If we talk about music and sound, the musical score supports the adventurous tone effectively. It enhances moments of discovery and action without overpowering the scene. The sound design contributes to the sense of movement and urgency during chases and exploration. If we talk about themes and tone, National Treasure focuses on curiosity and discovery, history and legacy, knowledge and power, adventure driven by passion. The film treats history as a source of mystery and excitement rather than a subject of seriousness, making it approachable and entertaining. If we talk about strengths, fast-paced, engaging narrative, clear and entertaining puzzle structure, charismatic lead performance, light, adventurous tone, strong rewatch value. If we talk about weakness, relies on coincidence at times, simplifies historical elements, action is not particularly intense, and if we talk about rewatch value, the film has strong rewatch appeal due to its pacing, humor, and sense of adventure, even when the outcome are known, the journey remains enjoyable. And if we talk about rating, it's 8 out of 10. So, National Treasure 2004 is an entertaining adventurous film that delivers excitement, curiosity, and fun. It may not aim for realism, but it succeeds in creating an engaging treasure hunt experience driven by energy, charm, and imagination. It is a crowd-pleasing film that remains enjoyable years after its release. And now let's keep moving for its more review. It may take time, little sorry for waiting you, but we'll be back soon. And let's start again. So first start with the viewing experience and entertainment value. National Treasure is designed to be an easy, engaging watch from the opening sequence. The film establishes a sense of motion and curiosity that rarely slow down. The viewer is pulled forward by a consistent stream of clues, discoveries, and narrow escapers, making the uh, and time feel shorter than it actually it is. The movie avoids heavy emotional weight using instead to keep the experience fun and adventurous. This movie this makes it suitable for a next viewing where enjoyment comes from momentum rather than tension. And if we talk about the flow of the treasure hunt, the treasure hunt structure is the film's strongest elements. Each step logically leads to the next, giving the story a sense of progression and purpose. The satisfaction comes not from the complexity of the clues but from the rhythm of discovery. The film doesn't demand intense focus from the viewer. Information is presented clearly, allowing the audience to follow along without confusion. This clarity keeps the story accessible to all age groups. If we talk about group dynamics, the interaction between the main character gives the film warmth and energy. The contrast between enthusiasm, skepticism, and humor creates a balanced dynamic that keeps scenes lively. Conversations move the plot forward while also providing moment of light humor. These interactions help prevent the film from feeling like a series of disconnected events, grounding the adventures in character relationship. If we talk about action without access, the action sequence in action series are functional rather than intense. Chases and confrontation are brief and purposeful, serving the story instead of dominating it. This approach keeps the focus on exploration and discovery rather than danger. The lack of extreme violence or darkness reinforce the film's family-friendly tone. Sense of discovery, one of the film's most enjoyable qualities, is its sense of wonder. Each new locations and revelations is presented as an exciting achievement. The movie captures the joy of uncovering, smoothing hidden and forgotten, which is central to its appeal. This emphasizes on discovery, creates a positive and uplifting viewing experience, and wait for and if we talk about the emotional tone, the film maintain a consistent emotional tone throughout. It avoids sharp shifts into darkness or seriousness, keeping the mood adventurous and optimistic. Even moments of conflicts are resolved quickly, preserving the film's light-hearted nature. The consistency makes the film easy to rewatch without emotional fatigue. And if we talk about lasting appeal, National Treasure remains enjoyable because it does not rely on trends or heavy effects. Its appeal comes from storytelling, pacing, and charm. These qualities allow the film to age well and remain accessible to new audiences. If we talk about extended conclusion, National Treasure 2004 succeeds by delivering exactly what it promised. A fun, fast-moving, adventurous, centered on mystery and exploration. It doesn't uh, aim to challenge the viewer emotionally or intellectual, but to entertain through momentum, humor, and curiosity. It is a film best enjoyed for its journey uh, rather than its realism, and it continues to work because of its clear purpose and energetic execution. Then let's go for its more review. And let's talk about its first time watch feel. On a first viewing, National Treasure feels uninviting. National the opening sets a clear sense of purpose and film quickly establish its rules, clue matters, movement, contrasts, movement is constant and curiosity drives everything. The audience is encouraged to enjoy the ride rather than question every step. The film's clarity makes it easy to follow even for viewers unfamiliar with historical references. This approach creates an inclusive experience that focuses on enjoyment. We talk about momentum and rhythm. The rhythm of the film is steady and reliable, just as one sequence resolves, another begins, keeping the narrative from stalling. There are no long pauses or heavy emotional letters, which help maintain engagement throughout the runtime. This momentum is especially effective in making the film feel light despite its length. And if we talk about balance between dialogue and action, National Treasure relies heavily on dialogues to explore clue and more forward. However, this is balanced with frequent changes in location and brief action sequences. This combination prevents the film from feeling overly talkative. The dialogue is clear and purposeful, designed to keep the viewer informed without overwhelming them. Sense of adventure, the adventure elements is consistently emphasized. The film presents exploration as exciting and rewarding, reinforcing the idea that knowledge and curiosity can lead to discovery. This optimistic approach gives the movie a positive, uplifting energy. Rather than focusing on danger, the story highlights excitement and progress. And if we talk about visual clarity, the film's visual style and supports easy viewing scenes are well lit, locations are clearly defined, and action is easy to follow. This clarity keeps the focus on the story rather than visual complexity. If we talk about the presentation, feels polished and accessible, and if we talk about comfort and rewatch experience, one of the film's strengths is how comfortable it feels on repeat viewing. Knowing outcome doesn't reduce enjoyment, as the appeal lies in pacing and atmosphere rather than surprise. This comfort factor makes the film suitable for casual rewatching. If we talk about audience appeal, the film appeals to a broad audience, viewers who enjoy adventurous and mystery. Families looking for light entertainment, fans of treasure hunt stories. It avoids content that would alienate or exhaust viewers, making it widely approachable. If we talk about final extended reflection, National Treasure 2004 is a film that values fun, clarity, and momentum. It doesn't challenge the viewer emotionally, but it rewards curiosity and attention with a smooth, engaging, adventurous. Its enduring feel uh, comes from the simplicity, charm, and consistent energy. It's a film that invites the audience to enjoy discovery without uh, complication. Okay, let's go for its review again. First, light-hearted tone and accessibility. Defining quality of National Treasure is how working, how welcoming it feels. The film never aims to intimidate or overwhelm. Its light-hearted tone ensures that even moments of conflict remain approachable. This accessibility allows the audience to say, she relaxed while remaining engaged. And the story adds emotional heaviness, choosing clarity and enjoyment or intensity. This makes the film suitable for viewers of different ages and backgrounds. And if we talk about sense of program progress and achievement, each discovery in the film feels like a small cry. The narrative is structured so that progress is constantly visible. The audience is rarely uh, left waiting too long for resolution, which keeps satisfaction level high. If we talk about sense of program and achievement, each discovery in the film feels like a small victory. The narrative structure, the narrative is structured so that progress is consistently visible. The audience is rarely left waiting too long for resolution, which keeps satisfaction level high. The sense of achievement reinforces the adventure theme and keeps motivation through strong throughout the film. And let's talk about character motivation. The motivation of the characters are straightforward and easy to understand. The protagonist uh, passion for discovery drives the story, while the antagonist's ambitions creates oppositions. These clear opposition, these clear motivations to prevent confusion and keeps the conflict focused because motivations are simple. The film maintains momentum without unnecessary complexity. If we talk about character motivation, the motivations of the characters are straightforward and easy to understand. The protagonist's passion for discovery drives the story, while the antagonist's ambitions creates opposition. These clear motivations prevent confusion and keep the conflict focused. Because motivations are simpler, the film maintains momentum without unnecessary complaints. Humor and timing, humor in national nature is used strongly and effectively. It appears in dialogue and reaction rather than in accidental situation. Timing of these movements provides relief without making immersion. This restrained approach ensures that humor supports the story rather than distracting from it. If we talk about adventure without pressure, the film creates excitement without applying heavy pressure. There is urgency but not panic. This balance allows the audience to enjoy the unfolding events without feeling stress. The result is a experience that is energetic yet comfortable, ending satisfactions. The conclusion delivers a sense of closure and reward. The journey reaches a clear endpoint, and the resolution aligns with the film's optimistic tone. The ending feels like earned and satisfying without being overly dramatic. This sense of completion adds to the film's rewatch appeal. If we talk about longevity and appeal over time, National Treasure continues to work because it does not rely on trends or extreme effects. Its appeal comes from storytelling, rhythm, character interaction, and a sense of fun. These elements age well, following the film to remain enjoyable after the release. If we talk about extended final thoughts, National Treasure 2004 is a adventure film that understands its purpose and delivers it confidently. It focuses on enjoyment, discovery, and momentum rather than the realism or emotional depth. Its charm lies in the simplicity and consistency. It's a film that invites the audience to enjoy the thrill of the hunt without complications. Now let's go for its more review. Sorry for making you wait, and but just a little uh, more time. And, let's restart now. Okay. If we talk about smooth storytelling style, then one of the strongest qualities of National Treasure is how smoothly it tells its story. The films never feels cluttered or confusing, even as it moves through multiple locations and clues. Each scene has a clear purpose, and the transitions feels natural rather than rushed. If we talk about this smoothness makes the movie feel confident and well organized, allowing the viewer to stay immersed without effort. If we talk about emotional ease, Unlike darker adventure films, National Treasure keeps emotional stake moderate. This is curiosity, excitement, and urgency, but not fear of despair. This emotional ease makes the film pleasant to watch and prevents viewer fatigue. And the movie feels optimistic throughout, reinforcing a sense of enjoyment rather than tension. If we talk about consistency of mood from beginning to end, the film maintains a consistent adventurous mood. There are no sudden tonal shift into darkness or seriousness. This consistency helps the audience settle into the experience and enjoy the journey without emotional suffering. Because the tone never breaks, the films coincide and balance. If we talk about clarity over complexity, the film prioritizes clarity over realism or complexity. Clues are excellent, clearly motivations are straightforward, and outcomes are easy to understand. This approach ensures that the adventure remains accessible and entertaining rather than mentally exhausting. This clarity is a major reason why the film appeals to such a wide audience. If we talk about escapist quality, National Treasure works well on escapist entertainment. It allows viewers to step into a world of exploration and discovery without real world stress. The film energy and optimism creates a sense of temporary escape that feels refreshing. This quality adds to its long-term appeal. And if we talk about absence of cynicism, the movie avoids cynicism entirely. Characters are driven by curiosity and belief rather than bitterness. This positive outlook gives the film a warm, inviting feel that separates it from more serious or gritty adventures, and this sincerity strengthens the emotional experience without making it heavy. If we talk about overall viewing comfort, the film is easy to sit through in. Uh, in. Uh, In one go, it's pacing down and restricts prevent boredom while also avoiding overload. This balance makes it ideal for realized view growing. Let's go for its final extended plexus further. National Treasure 2004 succeeds because it understands its goal and never strays from it. It aims to entertain through adventure, curiosity, and momentum, and it delivers consistently. The film doesn't attempt to be deep or challenging, but it excels at being engaging and enjoyable. And it's a film built for fun, discovery, and comfort, and it achieves that with confidence. Let's go for more ultra. Sense of fun and adventure. At its core, National Treasure is driven by fun. The film never forget that its primary goal is to entertain. Every clip, chase, and discovery is designed to keep audience engaged without creating stress. This focus on enjoyment gives the movie a playful, adventurous spirit. The film feels enthusiastic rather than intense, which helps maintain a light and inviting atmosphere. Clear stakes without pressure. The stakes are clear but not overwhelming. There is urgency, but it never reaches a point of emotional strain. The audience understand what the characters are trying to achieve and why it matters, but the film uh, avoid pushing the viewer into anxiety. This balance keeps the experience exciting yet comfortable. And if we talk about clear stakes without pressure, the stakes are clear but not overwhelming. There is urgency, but it never reaches a point of emotional strain. The audience understand what the character are trying to achieve and why it matters, but the film avoids pushing the viewer into anxiety. This balance keeps the experience exciting yet comfortable. If we talk about chemistry, the chemistry between the main characters adds warmth to the adventure. Their interactions feels cooperative rather than confrontational, which reinforce the film's positive tone. Even moments of disagreement are resolved quickly, keeping the story moving forward. This chemistry helps the group feels cohesive and likable. And if it about visual simplicity, the film visual prioritize readability. Locations are presented clearly, action is easy to go follow, and visual effects are ear-sparingly. This simplicity ensures that the focus remains on the story rather than spectacles. The presentation supports the film's goal of accessibility. If we talk about engaging without complexity, National Treasure doesn't attempt to challenge the viewer intellectual or emotional. Instead, it offers an engaging narrative that rewards attention without demanding deep analytics and why the film feels timeless. The film's relies on basic adventure elements rather uh, than trends gives it a timeless quality. Its focus on curiosity, exploration, and discovery ensure that it remains enjoyable regardless of when it is vast. These universal themes helps the films maintain uh, long-term appeal. If you talk about its final extent, summary, National Treasure is a well-placed, light-hearted adventure that delivers consistent entertainment. It prioritizes fun, clarity, and momentum over complexity or realism. Its charm lies in its simplicity, positive tone, and sense of discovery. It is film designed to be enjoyed easily and remembered fondly. And if we talk about some more review, then yes, we can. Let's go for its more deep analysis or review. Then first we can talk about relaxed yet engaging experience. Mm. National Treasure maintains a rare balance. It stays engaging without demanding intense focus. The film invites the viewer to stay attentive, but it never punishes distraction. Important information is repeated or reinforced naturally, allowing the audience to re-engage at any point. This quality makes the film easy to watch in a relaxed setting. If we talk about logical flow of events, each event in the story leads clarity into the next. There are no confusing jumps or abrupt shifts, even when the plot moves quickly. The progression feels logically and smooth. The coherence strengthens immersion and prevents frustration. The story feels guided rather than chaotic. If we talk about adventure as enjoyment, not danger, the film frames adventures as exciting rather than fleeting moments of pursuit or conflict. The emphasis remains on movement and discovery instead of fear. This framing reinforces the film's upbeat tone. And if we talk about the mm, viewer experiences, the viewer experience excitement without tension. And if we talk about comfortable pacing for a long time, then despite its length, the film avoids feeling staged. Scenes are efficient and the narrative remains focused. There is always a sense of forward motion, preventing the film from feeling heavy. The efficient pacing contributes to its rewatch value, positive energy throughout. The film maintains positive energy from start to finish. Characters believe in their goal and the story supports that belief. The sincerity creates an uh, uplifting atmosphere that carries through the entire runtime. There is no cynicism or darkness to weight the film down. And if we talk about viewing experience over time, with the repeated viewing, the film's structure become even more noticeable. The rhythm of clue, movement, and discovery creates a comforting pattern. Knowing what comes next doesn't reduce enjoyment as the appeal lies on the journey rather than surprise. This structure makes the film feel familiar and reassuring. And if we talk about final extended closing, National Treasure 2004 assessed as an adventure film because it understands the value of clarity, energy, and fun. It offers an engaging journey that feels light, optimistic, and rewarding. The film doesn't aim to challenge or disturb, it aims to entertain, and it does so effectively. It remains a reliable, enjoyable adventure experience, and not if we take one more step on this, then let's go for it. Let's have a sense of curiosity and forward life. A constant strength of National Treasure is how it keeps curiosity alive. The film constantly consistently gives the audience something to look forward to, a new clue, a new place, or a new relevance. This forwards drive prevents strain and keeps interest steady throughout the runtime. The curiosity never feels forward. Each step feels like a natural continuation of the previous one, making the adventure feel cohesive. If we talk about use of family setting, then the film benefits from using recognizable locations which adds immediacy and accessibility. Familiar environments are transformed into place of mystery and excitement, reinforcing the idea that adventures can exist beneath the surrounding. If we talk about the approach makes the story feels inviting rather than distant or abstract. If we talk about calm confidence in storytelling, National Treasures tells the story with confidence, and it doesn't rush to impress or overwhelm. The film trusts its structure and pacing, allowing humans to breathe without slowing down. And if we go in further, a friendly tone and approachability. The tone remains friendly throughout, characters' communication openly, humor is gentle, and conflict is manageable. This approachability keeps the film from becoming stressful or emotionally heavy. It's a film that feels welcoming rather than demanding. And if we talk about enjoyment across different viewers, the movie works well for different type of viewers: those who enjoy adventure, appreciate the moment and discovery, those who prefer lighter entertainment, enjoy the humor and clarity. The film doesn't isolate any group through complexity or intensity. This broad appeal strengthens its longevity. If we talk about simple yet effective conflict, the conflict in the film is clear and functional. It exists to create urgency and not to dominate the story. This simplicity keeps on the focus on the treasure hunt itself rather than prolonged confrontation. As a result, the adventurers remain centered all time. And now, if we talk about comfort factor, then there is a strong comfort factor in watching National Treasure. Its predictable rhythm, positive energy, and consistent tone make it easy to settle into the film. Feels reliable in the way it delivers entertainment. Thus, this comfort contributes heavily to its rewatch value. If we talk about extended closing reflections, the National Treasure 2004 stands as a film that prioritizes enjoyment and momentum. It is not built on emotional intensity or realism but on the pleasure of discovery and movement. Its strength lies in how smoothly and confidently it delivers an adventure that feels light, optimistic, and satisfying. It remains a film that is easy to enjoy, easy to revisit, and easy to recommend for relaxed adventure viewing. And, if we talk about more review again, then again let's go and let's take a deep dive into its analysis one more time. If we talk about lead performance and screen presence, Nicolas Cage carries the film with enthusiasm and clarity. His performance is energetic but controlled, avoiding exaggeration. He presents the character as someone driven by belief and curiosity rather than ego. This grounded enthusiasm helps the audience accept the unlikely situation without resistance. His screen presence keeps the film lively, especially during dialogue heavy selections were energy cold, otherwise deep. If we talk about supporting cast balance, the supporting characters are used efficient no rule overstays its purpose, and each character contributes directly to movement or discovery. Their presence adds variety to the pacing and keeps scenes dynamic without overcrowding the narrative. Okay, now let's go again for the review. And this balance ensures the film never feels bloated despite its length. Antagonist pressure: the antagonist provides steady pressure without overwhelming the adventurous tone. The conflict creates urgency but remains secondary to the treasure under this test and keep the film from turning dark or aggressive. The opposition exists to push the story forward, not to dominate it. Final act experience: the final act focuses on payoff rather than escalation. Instead of raising emotional stakes dramatically, the film concentrates on resolution and discovery. This says aligns with the film's optimistic tone and reinforces satisfaction over tension. The conclusion feels rewarding rather than exhausting. Emotional neutrality is one reason to the film feels easy to watch is its emotional neutrality. It doesn't aim to provoke strong sadness, fear, or anger. Instead, it maintains a steady emotional level that supports enjoyment without emotional strain. This neutrality makes it suitable for repeat viewing in any mood. Narrative simplicity as strength: the film's simplicity is not a weakness but a deliberate strength. By avoiding complexity, it allows pacing, clarity, and charming to take priority. The story remains focused on movement and curiosity, which suits the adventure genre perfectly. Nothing distracts from the central journey. If we talk about audience engagement style, National Treasure engage the audience through participation rather than suspense. Viewers are invited to follow clues and anticipate discoveries, not worry about co-sequences. This engagement style feels playful and inclusive. It keeps attention without carrying states. If we talk about long-term enjoyment, over time the film's appeal remains consistent. It doesn't rely on shock, surprise, or emotional twists. Instead, it relies on triggers and tone, which age well and remain effective years later. This consistency supports its lasting popularity. If we talk about final extended reflection further, National Treasure is a film but on confidences, clarity and enjoyment. It understands that adventures can be exciting without being intense and entertaining without being complicated. Its smooth pacing, approachable tone, and focus on discovery make it a dependable and enjoyable experience. It's a film meant to be enjoyed easily, remembered fondly, and revisited comfortably. Sorry for it's taking time, but soon we are back with the movie review. Okay, now let's talk about confidence in its own world. National Treasure creates a world where curiosity and belief drive everything. Once the film establishes its rules, it commits to them fully. This confidence allows the audience to accept the story's direction without hesitation. The film never appears unsure of its own logic at all. This self-assurance keeps the viewing experience smooth and uninterrupted. If we talk about forward motion without rush, the story is always moving forward, but it never feels hurried. Each clue and location is given enough time to register before the film advances. This pacing prevents confusion while still maintaining momentum. The result is a steady, comfortable rhythm that supports long-term engagement. Engagement through simplicity. The film engages by being simple and direct, doesn't rely on complex twists or emotional manipulation. Instead, it invites the viewers to enjoy a straightforward journey driven by discovery and momentum. This simplicity strengthens the film's universe. And in the calm use of tension exists, but it is controlled and minimal. It functions to create interest rather than stress. The film avoids overwhelming the audience, keeping excitement within a comfortable range. This approach supports the film's relaxed adventure tone, sense of purpose in every scene. Each scene in National Treasure has a clear role, whether advancing the plot, revealing information, or providing light, humor. Nothing feels wasted. This efficiency helps the film maintain its flow and prevents stagnation. The structure feels intentional and well planned. If we talk about emotional safety, the film creates a sense of emotional safety. The audience never feels threatened by sudden darkness or heavy consequences. This allows viewers to stay immersed in doubt, anxiety. This emotion safety is a key part of the film's comfort value. If we talk about enjoyment without demand, the movie does not demand intense attention, emotional investment, or deep interpretation. It offers enjoyment on the surface level, which is exactly what it intended to do. This makes the film suitable for a wide range of viewing sessions. If we talk about a final extended summary, National Treasures 2004 is a confident, accessible adventure film that delivers consistent enjoyment. Its strengths lie in clarity, momentum, and a friendly tone by focusing on discovery rather than danger. It creates an experience that's exciting yet comfortable. It remains a reliable example of light-hearted adventure done well. And if we talk about storytelling that feels guided, National Treasure feels like a guided journey rather than a chaotic chase. The film gently leads the audience from one point to the next, making sure no step feels confusing or abrupt. This guided feeling helps viewers stay relaxed while still feel involved in the adventure. The story never feels like it's racing ahead of the audience. Comfort in predictability. One of the films understands its strength at its predictability in tone and rhythm. The audience can sense how scenes will resolve, and his predictability creates comfort rather than boredom. The enjoyment comes from how the journey unfolds, not from surprise. This quality makes the film reassuring rather than demanding. If we talk about adventures without emotional risk, the film avoids emotional extremes. Characters are rarely pushed to breaking points, and outcomes never feels devastating. This keeps the adventures enjoyable and light, allowing viewers to focus on curiosity rather than content. The absence of emotionalness contributes to the film easygoing nature. If we talk about smooth character alignment, all main characters remains aligned in purpose once the story is underway. Conflicts are barely and quickly resolved. This unity keeps the story moving forward without internal friction slowing things down. The group feels functional and cooperative, reinforcing the positive tone. And if we talk about clean narrative focus, the film stays focused on its central object at all times. There are no distracting supports or tonal detours. Everything feeds back into the treasure hunt who keeps the narrative clean and efficient. This focus prevents the film from feel, feeling scattered, adventure and escapism. National Treasure works especially well as escape East entertainment. It allows viewers to step into a world where curiosity leads to and effort leads to discovery. The optimistic structure creates a staying escape from everyday puzzle. The film refreshing rather than heavy, consistent energy level. Energy level remains consistent throughout the runtime. The film avoids dramatic peak and valleys, choosing instead a steady, pleasant pace. The consistency makes the films easy to watch in one sitting. There are no exhausting stretches or abrupt shifts. If we talk about final extended reflection, National Treasure 2004 succeeds by being clear about what it wants to be and delivering it without distraction. It offers an adventure that's light, structured, and living. Its confidence, clarity, and positivity make it an enduring example of comfortable, enjoyable storytelling. It's a film that doesn't challenge the viewer, it welcomes them. Let's go for it. More review. And if we talk about editing and scene transition, the editing in National Treasure is clean and purposeful. Scene transitions are smooth, helping the story flow naturally from one discovery to the next. The film avoids abrupt cuts or confusing jumps, which supports its relaxed, adventurous tone. This controlled editing style keeps the narrative, easy to follow and visually comfortable. And if we talk about cinematography and visual power, the cinematography focuses on clarity rather than stylization. Shots are framed to emphasize locations, movements, and interactions rather than visually complexity. This approach keeps the viewer oriented at all times. The camera work supports exploration by allowing environments feel open and readable. If we talk about use of time, then the film managed time efficiently, events unfold quickly, but not unrealistically fast. Fast discovery feels earned within the film's pacing rules. The passage of time never becomes distracting or confusing, helps maintain immersion. That this temporal balance contributes to the film's smooth rhythm and dialogue as a story. Dialogue plays a central role in moving the plot forward. Conversations are structured to reveal information clarity and efficiently. Explanations are woven into character interaction rather than delivered mechanically. This makes the dialogue feel functional yet engaging. If we talk about emotional distance and viewer comfort, the film maintains a comfortable emotional distance. Viewers are involved, but not all. This distance allows enjoyment without emotional exertion and helps the movie feel suitable for repeated viewing. The story invites curiosity rather than emotional extent. If we talk about adventure without excessive stakes, even at its most relevant, the film avoids escalating stakes beyond its stabilized tone. The conflict remains manageable, reinforcing the film's commitment to fun over intensity. The restraint keeps the adventure enjoyable rather than stressful. If we talk about sense of reward, the film provides frequent moment of payoff. Each solved clue feels satisfying, reinforcing the sense of progress. These small rewards keeps the audience motivated and invested. The satisfaction comes steadily rather than all at once. If we talk about structural balance, the film maintains balance across its runtime. No section dominates exactly and no actor feel like rushed or dragged. This balance makes the movie feel well proportioned and thoughtfully constructed. The structure supports sustained engagement. If we talk about final extended reflection, National Treasure 2024 remains effective because of its craftsmanship and concept, its clear editing, reliable visuals, steady pacing, and confident storytelling creates an adventure that feels smooth, welcoming, and consistent. Enjoyable. It's a film built not to impress with complexity but to succeed through clarity and momentum, and it does so with confidence. Now let's go for its more review. And in more, I have to reload the page. Sorry for the wait. So let's start with sense of optimism. One of the most noticeable qualities of National Treasure is its optimism. The film believes in curiosity, cooperations, and effort. Challenges are presented as solvable rather than orally, and progress is always possible. This optimistic outlook shapes the entire viewing experience. The story never feels cynical or dismissive of its own adventure. Guys, I'm network issue, that's why I can't continue it. But I'm reloading it and I'm thinking that it will be fixed soon. Okay, the sense of disclosure strengths the overall experience. And let's go for where we were. We were at sense of optimism, right? Now let's talk about audience inclusion. The film consistently includes the viewers in its journey. Information is shared open rather than hidden. The audience is allowed to understand each step instead of being left behind. This inclusiveness makes watching the film participatory rather than passive. The viewer feels like a companion rather than an observer. If we talk about minimal emotional conflict, personal conflicts are kept light and brief. Disagreements are resolved quickly, preventing emotional tension from overtaking the adventure. This keeps the story focused on discovery instead of interpersonal drama. The absence of heavy conflict contributes to the film's calm tone. And if we talk about adventure as curiosity, not risk, then the film frames adventure as an act of curiosity rather than danger. Exploration is exciting, not frightening. Even moments of urgency feels controlled and purposeful, never chaotic. This framing reinforces the idea that discovery is rewarding rather than thrilling. If we talk about consistent narrative direction, the film never loses sight of its destination. Every scenes point forward, and the narrative never wanders. This clear direction gives the story confidence and keeps momentum steady. There is no sense of narrative drift. And if we talk about emotional accessibility, the film is emotionally accessible. Viewers do not need to prepare for distressing moment or emotional shocks. This accessibility makes the film inviting and suitable for a wide range of viewing situations. It feels safe and reassuring to watch. And if we talk about pleasant rhythm, the rhythm of the film is even and reliable. Scene flow naturally, crafting a pleasant viewing cadence. This rhythm prevents both boredom and exhaustion, maintaining steady engagement. The movie feels well paced without ever feeling a sense of completion. By the end, the film provides a clear sense of completion. The journey feels finished and the resolution aligned with the The film's hopeful tone, the audience leaves with satisfaction rather than lingering tension. This sense of closeness strengthens the overall experience. And if we talk about final extended reflection, then National Treasure 2004 works because it's sincere, clear, and confident in its purpose. It offers an adventure built on curiosity, optimism, and steady momentum. The film doesn't challenge or provoke, it invites and entertains. It remains a dependable example of light, enjoyable adventure, storytelling, and let's go for its final review. Sense of control and storytelling. National Treasure feels controlled and deliberate in how it presents information. The film never overwhelms the viewer with too much details at once. Each revelation is spaced carefully, giving the audience time to observe what matters before moving on. This sense of control helps maintain clarity and keeps the adventure enjoyable rather than mandating. If we talk about adventure built on momentum, not surprise, the film doesn't rely on shocking twist or sudden reversal. Instead, it builds momentum through steady progress. The satisfaction comes from moving further rather than being surprised. This makes the journey feel reliable and smoothly, which strengthens viewer comfort. And if we add clear emotional direction, emotionally the film known exactly where it want to stay upbeat, curious, and hopeful. It never drifts into uncertainty about its tone. This emotional clarity keeps the experience stable and predictable. It's a positive way. Viewers are never unsure of how they are meant to be. If we talk about simplicity that encourages relaxation, because the film avoids complexity, it allows viewers to relax into the experience. There is no pressure to remember intricate details or track multiple storylines. Everything feeds directly into the central audience. This simplicity makes the film mentally restful. And it was the simple review of the movie The Treasure that came in 2004. I hope you like it, you enjoyed it. If you like it, then subscribe, like, and let's meet tomorrow on next same kind of review and See you tomorrow and goodbye. So.